Hey guys, it's Fultoncards here, live and direct from Brooklyn, New York City, and check out this blast from the past, kids. I have a box of 2009-2010 Upper Deck Series 1 hockey 24-pack retail to scale and assail in our chainmail in great detail. Pretty cool, man, old school box. So configuration 8 cards per pack, 24 packs per box, 192 cards, base set 1 through 200, and the Young Guns are 201 through 250, of course. And you can see in the background I have Spencer Knight, who entered the player assistance program. Much love to him. That's just a medical issue, not even worth discussing in detail. I do know that 800,000 people die of suicide on our planet every year. So mental health obviously is a concern always. Particularly pressure on goalies is just bonkers now. Anyways, so let's break this bad boy. Within a box break, we would expect our 6 Young Guns and 1 Upper Deck jersey included as well. I know there's a Gretz and a Mario and a Messier and an OV, but they would all be short prints. Also expect 8 base inserts, including the draft day gems and the face of the franchises and the Top Guns and whatever else was from this particular era. Season highlights, the All Worlds, of course. I think we get 1 per box of those, or 2 per box of those. And there's a short print version about 20% of the time as well. So those would be all our potential inserts. And let's have at it, guys. Young Gun class, so the reason why I'm breaking this stuff would be John Tavares, Hedman, Matt Duchene, Evander Kane, Michael Del Zotto, JVR, Eric Carlson, of course, Antti Niemi, and Ryan O'Reilly, the man of the minute and the moment. Alec Martinez, so some other ones, right? Jonas Enroth, if I have my goalie mojo. Hopefully these won't stick too terribly. Was that a Young Gun? I feel like I just saw our first Young Gun. But these are sticking just a tad. All right, so we have Simon Gagner. Oh my God, how dated are these cards? The square look, they're back of the cards. Man, and I don't think we get parallels. We don't receive parallels or autos in these retail boxes. It's all about the Young Guns. There's Paul Stastny, Zidlicki, I believe. Hard to read. There's Craig Rive. And this would be Toskala, the legend Toskala. Tim Conley, these are sticking, man. And we do have our first Young Gun, and it would happen to be a D, and it would be Brian Salcido, a lesser known quantity for Shiznitz. All right, so our first hit, Young Gun, was someone who played all of 2 NHL games. Man, Tim Thomas, Lyles, Max Lapierre, Scotty Niedermeyer, Bodker, Eric Stahl. These are just so glossy, I can't even grasp them. We do have a checklist with Sid the Kid, but that's kind of cool. And we do have a draft day gems of Ryan Miller, okay? We'll receive 2 draft day gems, I believe. So there's 2. I mean, it's actually really hard to read these, so I might just skim through. And they're sticking as well, which is a bit, there's Shea Weber, of course. Jonas Hiller, all-world team, okay. Oh my God, I can't even read these. I mean, come on. Carcillo, I believe. These are all like high gloss. They should number them all to 10 because, I mean, come on. There's Christophe Huet, Versteeg, there's Crosby. Man, oh man. And there's the Steven Stamkos. I cannot believe that trade for Tanner Jeannot. What was it, 6 pieces? Definitely 5 or 6 pieces, which is, in fact, it was 6 pieces. An entire line and all the players on the ice, 1 entire line, defensive line, and goalie for a guy who scored 5 goals. I mean, he's good, but you can draft a guy like that in the 3rd round. I just don't understand it, and it's a crazy trade. So we do have the Matt Bolesky Young Gun. So this would be our 2nd Young Gun, Matt Bolesky. And there's a candid of Gino Malkin. That is a really, really cool photo, man. I think this is just a base photo. I think, firstly, it is retail, and I think it's before those other types of cool inserts. Ryan Miller, there's Phil the Thrill. I'm just going to hammer through this. There's Markov. Okay, 1998 NHL draft. That's very cool. Markov was a steal in the 6th round, of course. He might have his banner raised. He's been that good, or was that good. Scotty Upshaw, Brian McCabe, Sam Gagner, not Simon. There's Brian Lee. And we have here one of our hockey heroes, and it is a beautiful card of Marty Brodeur. That is a very nice card with his famous number 30. And Berglund. All right, Kostitsin, Enstrom, Mitchell, Straight, all these names from the recent past. There's Edler, and this is a base pack with Kyle Tavares. There's a flower in celebration mode. Oh, that's kind of cool. That Lancow's a nice photo. Wade Redden, Bill Guerin. I mean, these are all these base packs in retail. So I think we've only hit 2 Young Guns thus far. So we have a bunch coming, which is a good thing. Continue on, Dan Boyle, there's Markov again, Commodore, Steve Mason, as well as Gervais. We do have a Young Gun here, and it's bluish. I mean, the guy I want the most is Victor Hedman, so we'll see whether it's him. That would be ideal. I want him, I want Tavares. I wouldn't mind Duchesne, but I'd really like O'Reilly, given he's the man of the moment, but we'll see. There's George Larocque. Mike Green, it's hard to read these, to be honest with you guys. There's Sergei Gonchar, and behind the left wing of David Booth is a blue-looking, and it was definitely a Young Gun. So the question is, did we hit the Hedman? That is the question. You guys can you tell? It is a Tampa Bay Lightning. It is a Tampa Bay Lightning. So let's just see here. Do we have a number? Defense number 77. So there you go, guys. We hit the Victor Hedman. He is criminally undervalued. He is arguably the best D of his generation, along with Chara and a few others. This is awesome. So we hit the Victor Hedman. I mean, you talk about Makar, what this guy's accomplished is certainly more than Makar, and he's less injury prone, I'd say, and what a quantity he is. So that is awesome. So we hit one of the big boys, which is what we wanted. These cards are really sticking. Kari Lettinen, Horkoff. I think that's Jason Spezza. That's kind of cool. The King. I don't know why these are sticking. Oh, we have another insert, and it would happen to be Jason Spezza. So this is one of the face of the franchise cards. I mean, they're pretty basic inserts, pretty old school basic inserts, but I'll take it. David Perron might be traded, so he's somebody to watch at the deadline. So we hit 3 Young Guns on this side. The question is on this side as we start this side, and that is a Young Gun actually. We have a Young Gun right there. I don't know what the Young Guns look like from the side, so I can't guess at it, but I obviously want an Evander Kane or somebody that good. Josh Georges, another guy's kind of criminally undervalued as a franchise type defenseman who plays forever and is very dependable. Continuing on, we have Marty St. Louis, a Marty St. Louis sighting. So this is full on Tampa Bay. So who is this? Is it a Young Gun? I thought it was a Young Gun. What is this? And it is a center, number 91, and we hit the John Tavares. What? That is sick. That is sick. That is awesome. I did not own his Young Gun. That is so sweet. That is so sweet. Beautiful. I absolutely love it. I mean, who else is it going to be a center who's number 91 with like orange coloring? I love it. That is wicked. That is absolutely wicked. So this box is an absolute grand slam. Man, that is so sick. That is so wild. All right. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Johnny Oduya, Tom Gilbert, one-time Hab. Jeff Carter, and an OV season highlights. Look at him with all that hardware. That is very cool. Hart winner. Very cool. What's so funny about the 2009 draft, it is one of those drafts where the draft order was exactly right. In other words, the first overall pick was Tavares, then it was Hedman, then it was Matt Duchesne, Braden Shen was up in the mix, but you notice that they're all the right, they're basically in the right order. Really interesting stuff. Super happy with that. So can we hit a Carlson now or an Evander Kane? I mean, I don't know about the collation, but thus far the collation has definitely worked in my favor. Very, very cool. I'm not sure what this is, except that it's a little bit of advertisement. There's Chris Osgood, Steve Sullivan, and continuing on, there's Todd White, and we do have an all-world, and this one is Mike Green. So there are short prints of the all-worlds, believe it or not, just like there are of the jerseys, and the short prints would be Crosby and Malkin and OV, I guess. Zetterberg and Dan Heatley are also in the short prints of the all-worlds. Not that anybody on the planet collects those. So continuing on, guys, let's keep on rolling here. This is just so much fun. I can't believe that just happened. Wow, Marty Brodeur base card. You don't see him anymore. And Bobby Lou in the same pack. Wow, as well as Hiller. I'll take him. I'll take them all. Beautiful stuff, man. Beautiful stuff. Super content. Mission accomplished, right? And we still receive a jersey. So can we? I believe we receive a jersey in retail, from as far as I remember. So you don't get all the bells and whistles of the acetates, of course, in retail, or the parallels in general, unfortunately. We have a card. Oh, wait a minute. Was that another one of the Young Guns? I think it might have been. These are all sticking. Sorry, guys. Can't do much about it. Yeah, I think that was Darren Helm. And a Paul Correa sighting. So who is this, is the question. Was this another Young Gun? Left wing. And this one is Billy Lano. Okay, so this is more what I would expect, an old school Billy Lano Young Gun. All right, undrafted Billy Lano. Okay, so I mean that draft class, the 2009 draft class, in terms of point getters, the most points, it was JT, then Matt Duchene. O'Reilly is third in points from that draft class. Also up there is Hedman, who's fourth from that draft class. So really interesting stuff. Everybody who you expect to be up there. In fact, Kadri's was in that draft, and Kane was in that draft, as mentioned, and they're also in the top 5 or 6 or 7 or whatever it is. Daniel Alfredson. So continuing on, guys, we do have another one of these franchise things. I'm not sure what this thing is. So, and it is in fact the Bobby Lou goalie mojo. Very nice. If I were to hit goalie mojo for the Young Guns, I guess it would be Enroth, right? Very cool. Now I'm stuttering a bit today because I had more than a couple of barley pops yesterday. It being Sunday, sort of laying low and laying loose. In fact, the 2009 draft is a really good draft. I think Barry was in that draft. Hoffman was in that. I don't like Hoffman, but Hoffman was in that draft. A couple of other decent players, and I mean Barry's been on a total tear recently. So this is this entire checklist would be Marty Brodeur's, obviously. And there is a Carey Price. So it'd be a third year card of his, right? Yeah, man. And Chris Kreider, of course, was in that draft as well. So those are probably your best players from that particular draft. I think we still have one more Young Gun coming up, ideally. And aren't we supposed to get a jersey? I think we are, typically. Yep, continuing on. Is that Nick Foligno? Yes, it is. I still don't mind that Nick Foligno moved by Toronto. I mean, who knew he'd get injured? He's the type of depth player that you need. It would help if these cards weren't sticking so much. They are so glossy. It is just fun. There's George Parros, man. Nathan Horton, here's a who, Eric Fair, and there is the Nabokov. Continuing on, Langdon Bruner, Luke Shen, a man of the moment as well. He might be moved. And what is this? Oh, it's our last Young Gun, and it's a defenseman. So who would that be? It would be Ray Macias. It is Ray Macias. Okay. All right. I mean, it can't all be like just grand slams. Peter Budaj. There is Semin as well as Mark Stahl. Last two packs. I thought we were owed a jersey. I think we're owed a jersey. Are we not? I think this one has a jersey. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in a second here. Okay, this one has just a base insert in it. All right, so we have Chris Drury. I mean, these names from the past, man. Talbot. And behind the Frolik, we have a Top Guns of Eric Stahl, not to be confused with Young Guns or Top Gun. Tom Pody. Yep, Tom Pody. And that is Nathan Gerby. And behind the Nathan Gerby, we have our last pack. And I assume, let's see if we can spike a short print jersey, if that's at all possible. I don't know. All right, it's been fun, man. It's been fun. So, Dougie Waite, and we have a David Clarkson. Toronto fans remember with horror? No, not with horror. Darcy Tucker, a Keith Tkachuk, a Father Tkachuk, and this is our UD jersey. And our UD jersey, get a good look on. You can get a good look at this. Who is it? Number 79, it is Patrick O'Sullivan. Okay, Patrick O'Sullivan jersey. There we go, guys. So that's basically it, guys. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. Pack fresh nonetheless. Pack fresh. Looks great. Corners look great. Just beautiful card, man. Perfect. Absolutely perfect McGurf. So yeah, man, I will be breaking OPC. I will be breaking the SP Signature Edition Legends. I might even break a case. I mean, you guys tell me what I should do. It just seems like a great product. I love the checklist. So that's basically it, guys. Do me the honor of sub-liking and hashtagging Dryden. I will be doing another contest. I guarantee it within the next break or two. I'm in Fultoncards, live and direct from a place called Brooklyn, New York City.